What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your midweek SITREP, and man, did we have a crazy day in the marketplace, man. We made a lot of money at the beginning, but then, of course, those Fed minutes came out, and we started shutting down. So what the heck happened today in the market? Well, we're going to discuss that in the video, but what I need you to do right now is hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I need you to come along with us on the journey. Listen, check the description tab. All sorts of tools and tidbits and everything that TWR has as far as products and services are right there at your fingertips, man. Invest in yourself in 2022 and make the new year the new you. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with me, then all I got to say is follow me and let's go to war. All right, TWR wants to remind the viewer that all content on this channel is for entertainment and education purposes only. You are responsible for every decision you make in the stock market. You need to have fun, but you need to use caution and always, always, always go to war. Quick promo for our next upcoming class, Spread the Love, using option spreads for killer profits. Saturday, 8 January at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Listen, if you guys haven't taken one of our classes, you are missing out, okay? They are killer. We are doing great things, great interaction. People love them. And at the price of $15, you can't pass this up to invest in yourself in the year 2022. Come join us. Check the description tab. All right, team, that's the video, man. Listen, I hope you got some value out of the video, and I hope you got some growth on your knowledge base. You see what I did there? Anyways, remember, at Traders War Room, we look at the stock market like it's a war zone. Stocks and sectors, those are our battles. We do it together as a team. Attack, conquer, and destroy. We're taking 2022 by storm, guys. Now, listen, go to my Discord. Check out my Discord, man. We got tons of stuff there. Free services, paid services, man. You got live trading. We got Zoom classes. We got the one-on-one mentor thing. Check the description tab out because all the tools and tidbits and all the links to everything we offer is right there. Invest in yourself in 2022 and let's go take this market by storm. If that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with me, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war. All right, team, here's how your markets closed. Down was down. NASDAQ was down. S&P was down. And that 10-year bond yield, which is kind of our benchmark, we're starting to get elevated, okay? A lot of negative, bearish sentiment going through the marketplace, at least long term. But listen, it's our job as investors to find a bull market, and that's exactly what we're going to do every day. Attack, conquer, and destroy. All right, your movers and shakers. Ford was up there, man. A lot of popping over in Ford. We saw AT&T. T was popping and locking too. Apple, tons of volume. And we had some of our biggest gainers right there in the green and some of our top losers in the red. One of the things that I'm interested in that I want to watch for possible reversal is glue, Glue right there. I think that one would be a good one to possibly watch for the reversal and the bounce back up a little bit, but we'll have to see. Your sector performance, red across the board, man. There wasn't one sector that didn't get touched by the dump once we got those federal minutes. And as you can see, man, we don't just look at the 1 day. We got to look at the 5 day. We're looking for trends, right? And we see over the 5 day, energy was up the biggest one, but infotech was the biggest loser, man. Infotech, real estate, and communication services. We got to get used to infotech not being the bull running the way going into 2022, okay? We're looking at those sectors that have been beat up for the past 2 years, that energy sector, that financial sector, the consumer staple sectors, the healthcare sector. Those are going to be things that we got to really pay attention to because, in my opinion, those are the ones that are looking to bounce hard, especially with the small cap and mid cap stocks that are in those particular industries. Futures, about 50-50. But remember, futures are just a glimpse of what could be, not what will be. And we use this to strategize and make a battle plan for when we go to war the next day in the market. So take that with a grain of salt. But listen to me. You guys got to have that strategy and that plan before you get into a trade. If you guys get into a trade and you don't have 3 reasons why you're pushing that buy button, man, I suggest not getting into the trade and finding 3 reasons why to get into it. I don't care if it's a call, it's a put, if it's long, it's short. 3 reasons why to get into the trade. Big money being pushed. We got Tesla moving up. Okay, remember, if Tesla moves positively, usually Neo follows, usually Lucid follows, and some of the other smaller EV sectors will follow on the coattails, okay? Nvidia definitely got some green looking in that one too. Same principle, man. There's some smaller ones that'll ride coattails. AMD will follow. ON will follow. MU. Techie is another one, about 50-50. We got Microsoft, definitely is a juggernaut. We got the Qs doing fairly well. We got some money coming into Ford. Riven got some money coming into it. AMD, look at that. We just talked about it with NVIDIA. AMD, Apple, and AMC all closed with a lot of money going into their particular stocks. All right, and your biggest news story today, the NASDAQ posts biggest daily drop since February of last year after hawkish federal minutes. Listen, U.S. stocks fell sharply on Wednesday with the NASDAQ plunging more than 3% in the biggest one-day percentage drop since February after U.S. Federal Reserve meeting minutes signaled the central bank may rise interest rates sooner than expected. Now, we expected this. We pushed out an alert saying, hey, prepare for this, okay? That's why we took a lot of closing positions in some of our open positions. We closed out of them and secured profit early in the day because we figured that it'd be an overcorrection after some federal minutes. Listen, the stock market doesn't like the Biden administration. It just doesn't, okay? I don't care if they could have came out and saying, hey, we cured cancer or we just got $300 trillion billion from, whatever. And the stock market would still be like, uh-oh, something's happening, and it would plummet, okay? So we have to understand that. Now, with that said, this is definitely a sentiment to the bearish side long term. So a lot of the big money, the whales, they're bearish long term. Now, that doesn't mean short term we're not going to be able to get some spikes and make some money, okay? But investors, I'm telling you guys, it's our job to find a bull market, and it's out there somewhere. It's our job to find it, attack, conquer, destroy, and go in there and get it. All right, next top news. Toshiba shareholders call for an extraordinary meeting to vote on breakup plan. Now, this is interesting, okay? The Toshiba Corp's second largest investor called on Thursday for an extraordinary shareholder meeting for a vote to force the Japanese company to get 2/3 support before continuing with a controversial plan to split in 3. Now, this would be interesting to see how this plays out, okay? Now, I'm not a investor in Toshiba, but I'm an investor in, electronics and, TV things and, products that are in line with Toshiba and their particular sector. Now, this would be interesting to see what type of other companies kind of come on board and either ride the coattails or kind of spike and dip based off of this particular news, because this is a huge news. Toshiba is a big company, so we're definitely going to pay attention to this, and I'm interested to see how this plays out. All right, and GM's electric commercial vehicle unit signs deal with Walmart and FedEx. And guys, you got to give me some props, man. I put you guys on game on GM like way back when, okay? And man, we've been killing it. Every time GM's had some decent news, man, we've made a killing off it. And this trade that we had that we popped and locked out this morning was no different, okay? You got to give me some love on the GM stuff, man. I've been making you guys a fortune off of these GM plays, but it's predictable, okay? General Motors Company electric commercial vehicle business, BrightDrop, said on Wednesday it has signed a deal to supply EVs to Walmart and FedEx. Listen, that is huge, okay? These are juggernauts in their particular industries, all right? And this is really what GM needed because they were lagging behind Ford. Now, I like Ford more for a potential as it has more room to run than I think GM does. But, dude, GM is set to pop, especially when we get this EV boom cracking. Man, it's going to be interesting to watch this. So pay attention to GM. I'm expecting this to do some good things after we get out of this cool down period because of those federal minutes. Now, we talked about it, so let's go ahead and rock it out, okay? We had a call on Ford, but I also signaled that we were going to get into a put today because, man, what goes up must come down, and Ford did exactly what we thought it was going to do, okay? It broke out of the rectangular pattern, all right? It gapped up, it hit its peak, and then it cooled down. We know Ford. We've been playing Ford for a while, okay? We watch Ford and we know its tendencies, okay? Ford is one of those companies, people have been in it since $5 back when it was during the drop of 2020, okay? And people are profit taking, all right? It's been a long time coming, but listen, we got to come down to find a new support zone since we broke out of this rectangular pattern. We may even come down here and test that 21-22 level. It might happen, okay? But what I think will probably end up happening is we're going to come down a little bit, test the 2282, see if we can hold that. And if we can hold above that line, we're going to start considering that to be our new support level. And we're going to find our new resistance point, which right now is at that 2485. So definitely bullish on Ford moving forward, but we got to cool down. We got to test some lower levels to find the new support. All right, and enough business, man. Let's talk about some stock charts, all right? SPY. You can't talk about the market without talking about the SPY. And listen, we had a big sell-off on the SPY. We dipped down to the 61% for ratio line, okay? Now, what does that signal me? Well, I don't know. I think that we're still okay with the SPY, but I do think that probably with the sentiment currently in the marketplace, we might dip a little bit further down just to test that area. I wouldn't be surprised if we test close into that 50% Fabrizio line before we bounce back up. I don't think we'll stay down very long down there because we got to bounce up, man. People are still wanting to make some money. And I think even if we continue to trickle down a little bit further, we're going to have some spike ups to make us some good money. We can ride calls up and we can ride puts down. The Qs, man, tech heavy ETF right here. And definitely, I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the Qs. Okay, we're down to the dang 30% Fabrizio line, all right? And listen, they said, the analysts were saying technology is going to be a rough year this year, okay? It's been on a rise for like 10 years. Technology has been booming, okay? So it's due for a pullback. And a lot of people are rotating money into safer stocks, the more value plays, okay, instead of the growth plays. So we got to pay attention. Q is one of our best indicators of the sentiment for technology going on. So if you guys don't pay attention to the Qs, you got to start paying attention because a lot of money is going to start rotating around and we want to make sure we're in the right particular stocks. And these are our indicator ETFs that can tell us the sentiment over a broad stream of different type of stocks. All right, another one I want you guys to see, IXF. Okay, this is the financial sector, all right? And I want you guys to pay attention to this particular ticker because this is the sentiment of the financial sector. And we have to listen to the analysts and the experts that are telling us that, especially when inflation rates are a concern, financials are a better, safe value play than some other growth stocks, okay? And this is a good indicator of where we're at. Even on a dip, okay, they're still above the 38% Fabrizio line, and we're still seeing some consolidation right now. So I would not be surprised if after we maybe even test that 38 Fabrizio line, we see the bounce and we start rolling up past the 50% on our way to the 61%, okay? I like financials going into 2022. Some are better than others, okay? Bank of America is my favorite. Wells Fargo is another one. I like JPM is my third favorite one going into 2022. Oh, and speaking of Bank of America, here we are. And look how we finished on the day. We got an inside bar on Bank of America, okay? Now, how do we play inside bars? Well, we set trigger points, okay? So basically, we're looking at this, okay? If Bank of America can open up and close at a period of time, we like to use the 5 minutes to cloud out the noise, but you can use 1 minute for, some day trades. But if we start opening and pre-market, we start rolling up and we see that we may be opening above that 48, looks like maybe 48.25, we'll say, right? Then we're going to start thinking that possibly calls will be in a good idea, at least for a two-leg strategy up, all right? Now, if we stay in this current level and we open below $47, come to market bell, we're thinking puts, okay? And again, the two-leg strategy, because I think if we open below $47, we're going to go hit that 61 Fabrizio. All right, so the next stock I want to talk about is GM. Now listen, GM has a deal with Walmart and FedEx that should really pay dividends for them in the future, especially with them going with their EV lines. So we got to pay attention to it. We got, again, have an inside bar on GM, so we're definitely paying attention to it tomorrow when the bell opens. I'm thinking we're going to jump a little bit, but we might test that 61 Fabricio before we push up to the 78%. All right, and you can't talk about GM without talking about Walmart, especially with the news going on. So we're definitely paying attention to Walmart, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think we start tracking back up, and I think we can close higher than we did today, and making up towards the 145. All right, the last stock I want to put on your radar is an ETF. Okay, this PXE is an energy ETX, and energy is one of the sectors that's supposed to boom in 2022 on all accounts. It's been beat up for so long. It's due for rotation, and you're going to probably start seeing a lot of rotational monies going into the energy sector. So definitely pay attention to PXE. Not all of them are created equal. Some are going to do well, some are going to do bad, but definitely look to XOM is one of my favorite ones, and I like Chevron moving into 2022. All right, we're going to wrap up the video, but I want to put a few plugs out there. Hey, pay attention, and if you see the link, hop into this, okay? The pre-market rapid fire battle brief. I do this live on YouTube. You guys give me tickers, we look at the stock real time, and we try to make a battle plan going into the bell. So definitely seen a lot of interest. A lot of people enjoy this, so we're going to keep this thing going. So when you see the link, you see the alert, man, hop on there and show your boy some support. And Traders War Room, we now got a website, okay? TradersWarRoom.com. Come check us out. The site is live, and this is a work in progress, okay? We're going to continue to refine it and make it better as we move on. But the site is up, it's live, and we're ready to rock it. So come check us out. Show your boys some love. Hop in there, take a look at our history, our story, and I promise you, over the period of time, this thing is going to become more and more important because it's going to be a complete funnel, a one-stop shop to funnel everything that we have in Traders War Room. And as always, we thank you guys, the viewers and the loyal members that are rocking with Traders War Room. Without you guys, we wouldn't be having the success, man. We are skyrocketing, and we are moving on to great and bigger things in 2022. And you guys are right along with us for the journey. Remember, Traders War Room, we look at the stock market like a war zone. Stocks and sectors, those are our battles. We're doing it together as a team. Attack, conquer, and destroy. And we don't take any prisoners, man. The idea is to be better prepared today than we were yesterday. And we're always, always, always trying to grow, learn, and share together. Now, if that sounds like something you can rock with, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war.